like damn. Give me some food for thought. Changing the pasta you had in your heart. Hey.
What's going on? What's going on, y'all?
Morning,
It's your
guys.
boy,
How y'all
Tyrell
doing?
Clemens. I'm coming to you with my beautiful wife, Miss Wendy. It is time to give you a break for your soul, your food
for
with a
thought.
Wendy. What do you have for them on this thankful Thursday? What you got, girl? What you got?
Well, this quote comes from someone named Ruth Gordon.
Ruth, what Ruth got to say?
Courage is like a muscle.
Mm-hmm.
We strengthen it with use.
Say that thing one more time. Courage is what?
Courage is like a muscle. We strengthen it with use.
You know, a lot of people I've noticed are just so scary. You're scary. You are scared to try things. You're scared to try to start that business. You're scared to try to talk to that girl. You're scared to try to buy that house. You're scared to try. You are scared. You are scared, and you are so afraid that it paralyzes you. You're allowing your fear to keep you in the same place. You're allowing your fear to keep you from accomplishing your goals. You're allowing your fear to keep you from accomplishing your dreams. You're allowing your fear to make you stay where you are. Let me give you a secret. It's okay to be afraid. It's okay to have fear. Look, when you start a new business, it's okay to be scared. When you get ready to try a new venture, a new idea, a new nonprofit, it's okay to be scared. When you're trying something that you've never done before, it's okay to be scared. But what it's not okay to do is to not move. Because what courage is acting in the presence of fear. See, look, all the great people that accomplish things and they're afraid, it doesn't mean you're not afraid, but you can't allow fear to stop you. Courage is acting despite having that fear. That's when you're courageous. When you do things, although you got that nerve, although you got that little anxiety, although you got that worry, but you're still moving forward, that's what courage does. Now, courage is acting in the place of fear when fear is there. But in order to build your courage, you have to be willing to take some chances. You have to be willing to move. You have to be willing to try. You have to do it. Courage is a muscle. You have to work it by using it. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Courage is like a muscle.
Well, I'm telling you straight up, it's a muscle. That's a metaphor. You know what I'm saying?
It's a
They gave you a simile. I've made it a metaphor. Courage is a muscle. You got to work that thing. You got to work it, because the more you work it, the more you try, the more you realize that God is with you, the more you realize I can do all things with Christ, the more you realize that the more you try, the better things are. You ain't afraid as much anymore. Look, the first time I decided to start a business, I was, ooh. Well, see, look, let me tell you something about Wendy. Like I grew up in the country. I ain't had no garage when I grew up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had no garage. I parked outside. And when it's raining outside, guess what I did? I ran in the house fast.
Hold on, I parked outside.
I know, but you had a garage. You got try. You say you had through your hair like that. I embrace. I see you. So you make sure you have your hair nice, but now you get to drive into the garage and walk straight in the house. When I grew up, I ain't got no hair, but I didn't really have that experience. So when Wendy said, "Look, was buy a house," I was like, whew. Because she wanted a house with a garage, a 2-car garage, a big garage the first time, and I was like, ooh, okay. I was nervous. I was afraid, but I still acted. And so once we got to our next house, hey, what you talking about? What, 3-car garage? I wasn't afraid, because although I had the fear, I didn't allow the fear to stop me, because I have been exercising my courage muscle. I've been working despite being afraid. Starting a law firm, man, shoot, let's do it. Buying a house, let's do it. What, buying another car, let's do it. Having a baby, let's do it. Having another baby, let's do it. Ain't have no more, we done, just for the record. Ain't no more babies going down. But what I want you to understand is this: you have to be willing to act despite having that fear. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. The more you act in the present, the fear doesn't bother you as much. I help a lot of people sometimes with public speaking, and sometimes they're really nervous speaking in front of people. Like the first time they do it, I'm talking about, you can literally see them, the whole body shaking and stuff. But if they get out there and do it, the next time the shake is like this, and the next time the shake is like that. And then I had talking like they've been doing it 15 years, because the more you do it, the less you have fear. The less you have, the fear is going to paralyze you. So what I need you to understand is you have to act. You have to go. I know it might be afraid. You might be afraid to write that book. You might be afraid to take that class. You might be afraid to apply. But the more you do it, the better it gets. Courage is a muscle. Work it. Work that muscle. All right? Get it to there, baby. And we got to get you to understand that, man, because there's so many things we want you to accomplish. But one thing I see about so many people, they are afraid and they're not doing anything. They're paralyzed. There's so many ideas that never are successful. One of the saddest places on the earth is the graveyard, not because people are dying, but because all the potential that died. Like, you don't want to die with your potential. You don't want to be a person who had an idea that could have been great. Yeah, that's one of my favorite things. I'm leaving this earth on E. I'm giving you everything I got. I'm gonna sing, I'm gonna dance, I'm gonna act, I'm gonna preach, I'm gonna teach, everything. Woo, I'm gonna give you everything I got. And so I'm leaving this earth on E. But a lot of people, when they die, there's so many dreams that they didn't act on because they were afraid. There's so many ideas they didn't enact because they were afraid. I know you are afraid. It's okay to be afraid, but courage is acting despite having that fear. So don't be scary. Get to work. Look, that is your breakfast for your soul. Your food for thought.
Instant glimpse, instant glimpse.